Hey y'all, it's Casey, your host of the Daily Triple at Niners_fanman on socials. Follow me there. It's the third clip of the day, and you know the drill. We're doing one story from the NFL, one from the NBA, and this one from the MLB. If you want to hear the NBA or NFL stories of the day, check those out. They got posted right before this one. So, this one in the MLB, guys, this one is soul crushing. If you're just a fan of baseball, particularly if you're a fan of the Texas Rangers, the headline of this article reads, "Fans crushed MLB over awful overturned call that made absolutely no sense." Before we dive into it too far, I'm just going to say that there was a play at the plate, and the Rangers catcher, Jonah Heim, he tagged Elvis Andrus, and this is the craziest thing that I've seen in a minute. People are really mad about this, and I'll let you be the judge of why. Hopefully, you can see this. But here, basically, is what it looked like. So let's watch this together here. Boom. Tag on the arm. Comes through. Ump calls him out. Heim walks off the field, and then that is a clip of, I believe that's Andrus, right after the play is overturned for blocking the plate. So how is this blocking the plate? That's what this article is asking the question of. I'm asking the same question, guys. Honestly, that's pretty much what we're thinking here. Here's another view of this play. Tell me what you think down in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. If you are listening on a podcast app, make sure you rate 5 stars on our podcast and review this for yourself. So here's the play. Again, it looks pretty simple to see. Again, this was called for blocking the plate. So look at Heim's feet. It's right there. They're right there. One more time. He's got his foot on the plate, kind of on the back edge of it. It's wide open. Ball beats him. Tag beats him. He's not obstructing the plate. He's not making it so the runner can't touch home plate before he gets tagged. That's not what happened here. I know there's some new rules in baseball, and there's been some mixed emotions about a lot of the new rules in baseball, but, player safety ones that make a lot of sense, people don't usually get mad about. It's stupid enforcement of stuff like this. So let's take a look at some fans and their responses on Twitter, because we know Twitter is the place to get the most calm dialogue, where people are thinking the most rationally. Adam Shine says, "This has been an amazing baseball season. Umpiring and replay worse than ever. I begged MLB not to implement replay. It's a failure." So yeah, again, these umps, they went and took a look at it and decided that needed to be reversed. Not even just holding up a play on the field. Triler says, "Sometimes something happens in baseball and you're like, wow, I guess I don't understand anything about this sport anymore." Yeah, true. That's how I feel. Josh Gross says, "Baseball makes no sense anymore." Again, yeah, I don't understand how that's blocking the plate. I'm 100% on the other side of this one. JT the Brick says, "Why should young players ever dream of playing catcher? This is so pathetic. We are becoming such a soft sports society." I agree, and I'm not usually on this train where everything's soft all the time. I mean, sure, I can hop on it every once in a while, but in my opinion, this is just a great example. And that's a good point. Why would any kid want to play catcher? Now with the pitch com, the pitchers are pitching, they're picking their own pitches. Catchers are just glorified. Actually, they're just catching now, where for the longest time they were the field generals, and now this kind of stuff makes the position a little bit of a joke. What are they even supposed to do? Kelvin McAlpin says, "This is horrible. Never been a fan of this rule. But how in the world can you say he was blocking the plate? Not sure what more Heim is supposed to do here. Brutal." Agreed. What's he supposed to do? Stand behind the plate and try to dive at the runner before he touches home? I mean, how are you supposed to reach him? I don't understand. Brian Rea says, "Someone in the MLB replay room screwed up royally." I mean, you say stuff like that, but they're taking their time, and that's to overturn a call. I mean, I agree, he screwed up royally, but he's obviously standing by the decision, whoever makes that final call. And so much so that, again, it's not even over, or it's not even just confirming what we think is a bad call and just saying, well, that's what they called it on the field, let's just go with that. This is overturning a out at the plate to give a run to a team that they don't deserve. This is absolutely ludicrous. I don't know. I mean, there are bigger baseball fans in the world than myself, but even I start to think like, why do I want to watch this happen? Don't do this. Don't do this to me. And I mean, if this were against a bigger team, and sure, maybe the White Sox are a bigger team than the Rangers, maybe in fan base. I don't know for sure, honestly. Definitely an older ball club. But if this were just the wrong matchup of teams, people would be crying conspiracy super bad at something like this, and they'd have every right to because this is super fishy looking. But I can't even think of any motive why they would really want to do this. It's just kind of a joke. Happy Pavo says even the White Sox announcers are absolutely confused on this and say this was a bad call. Let's keep going. Okay, it looks like that's all the responses we have here from Twitter. That was my response on this too. I'm just kind of dumbfounded, honestly. I mean, personally, I have this guy on my fantasy team, so he's kind of broken out, had an incredible season so far for the most part, exceeding expectations, kind of just claiming a starting role basically, and then this dumb stuff happens. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it, but I want to hear what you have to say about it. So if you are watching this clip on YouTube, then please jump into the comment section. Tell me what you think about Jonah Heim, his season, about this play, the replay system, this call in particular. I'd love to hear if anybody actually wants to defend this call. But let's more so just pile on and say how much of a bad call it is. I think that would be the most fun to do. If you're listening on audio apps like the podcast app or Spotify, make sure you rate us 5 stars and you review the podcast and tell everybody how much you love us and how much you love winning stuff on our live podcast recordings. If you don't know about those, make sure you go to our YouTube, hit the bell icon to get live alerts. So whenever we go live, you will be notified. You can jump in our chat, get added to our giveaways that we do on our live recordings, and maybe win yourself a prize. Guys, this is the Daily Triple. I've been Casey at Niners_fanman, your host, and I will catch you on the next one.